I saw this post on Threads, and it made me think about this one time, like probably one of the last black men that I dated. We had history, and we had reconnected, and we were actively dating. And we had created this routine where he would come to my house after I got off work, and we would spend the evening at my house. And he had called me, and he was like, "Hey, did you cook?" And I was like, "No, I just got in." Now he worked 4 hours a day. The type of work that he did like he actually started doing consulting work, and he would charge $100 an hour, and so he would only work for 4 hours a day. So he had all this free time, all this leisure time, and I would be working like 10 hours a day and still wouldn't make $400. And then he would expect me, after working those 10 hours, to come home, cook my food in my house for him, feed him, suck him, fuck him, and make him feel like a man, and then get up and do it all over again.
I was raised in a broken and abusive household.
This chicken is cold.
When I turned 17, I ran away to Hong Kong, where I met triad boss Kenny Wu, my first love.
Bitch, this chicken is cold.
Well, I mean, to me, it sounds like he's the breadwinner, right? It sounds like he's the one that's making the most money. It sounds like you're pretty much living off of this guy. I mean, $100 per session, right? I'm assuming, and then you're saying that, hey, well, he's only doing 4 hours a day. So you're then crying and complaining that, well, being that you are the breadwinner, so 9 times out of 10, he's paying for the food, he's paying for the bills, he's paying for, let's just keep it being, he's paying for all the necessities. He's paying for all the necessities. You're getting upset because he's expecting you to come home, cook, clean, make sure the house is taken care of. But see, here's the issue with your women today. They don't want to reciprocate value. That's all it is. They don't want to reciprocate value. Now, once again, we've already done so many videos of these sisters on TikTok, man, who will come up here, make these damn stories, and we already know most of it is half truths. They don't never tell the full thing. A lot of times we can debunk it just off the strength of looking at the TikTok people. We can sit here and listen to this woman's story all day, but her TikTok name is Centering Black Women and Girls. People, come on, man. And y'all already know we're going to look at a TikTok video, right, that she posted, and this is going to give you more context in the type of person that we're dealing with, right? This woman has issues. I mean, the fact that she can't even look at the phone straight. She has to sit over here. I mean, she just gets into it and she's looking down at the ground, looking at the wall. And it's just almost like, ma'am, it sounds like you're talking about the men that you deal with. It sounds like you're talking about the guys that you're choosing to go out your way to deal with. I mean, with all those gray hairs on your head and you still acting like you still have a mindset of a child. But see, once again, guess what? Women literally get upset when we compare them to children. Whenever we make an example and we say, hey, well, here's a reason why we have to police some of y'all women. When we look at children, why are you, don't bring up children. I know you're not trying to compare us to children. But yeah, it's like you even have women, man, who are damn near in their 50s, got gray hairs, still with the mindset of a teenager. All she has to do is just shut up and do her job. But once again, man, these women don't know how to reciprocate value. And I'm not even going to put it past the woman that she didn't go out here and go choose one of the piss poor men, right? I would think that she did go out here and go pick a piss poor guy, because when you look at sisters who look like that, for me personally, who look like that and then come on the internet and say the stuff that they say, 9 times out of 10, they went out their way to pick a very piss poor man. And instead of just taking accountability like every adult should, this is what a lot of your sisters do. They will sit here, deal with a guy, cry and complain about him, and jump on the internet and then try to generalize all men as if all men will sit over here and do what she is claiming this man is doing. Cut it out. Once again, notice how she said he makes way more. He makes way more. And like I said, I bet you he pays for bulk of the bills. I bet you he take care of all of the good stuff, right? But here's the thing, as she stated, they don't know equity. They don't know this. They don't know that. So everything has to still be the same, all while I still have to continue to pay bills, while I still have to sit away and put my life on the line, while I still have to make sure that your car is damn clean, while I still have to go outside of the car and go put gas in your car. These are all traditional things, especially when putting the gas in the car. Let somebody catch you as a man allowing your woman to sit away and pump gas in the car. These are all things that are expected. They're not even written down. These are expected, and the things that she's looking for really doesn't even have proof that relationships can live off of that. Relationships have thrived off of that, right? But we do have proof that relationships have thrived off a woman just simply being the man, being the woman that the man wants, simply being traditional, being a quote unquote pick me. We got proof that when women have followed that blueprint, marriage rates are high. But guess what? This sister wants to sit here and show why most of your black women are the least married. I mean, once again, sis is making our sisters look bad. That's just a fact.
And I remember confronting him about it. Like, do you realize that time for you is different than time for me, right? I'm working on average because you want to come over my house after I get off. I'm working damn near 14 hours a day, and you're working 4. But you're making twice as much as me. But you're demanding twice as much from me. And that's one of the last that's like one of the last dating relationships that I even attempted. That was the last time I attempted to even try, because black men don't understand equity. They don't understand equity. And that is what this post reminded me. Like, this person in this post is talking about partnership without taking into consideration that 9 times out of 10 at work, his woman is likely working harder because of the demands of black womanhood. She's likely doing all of the invisible labor, the emotional labor. She's doing the cooking, the cleaning. She's doing all these things, not just at work, but also at home. But you still expect equal contribution from her financially, even though you're not giving her equal contribution in any other aspect of life. Like, it just, like, black men want somebody to go 50-50 with. They want somebody to labor, but they act like, but he's talking about partnership. That's not a partnership. A partnership is acknowledging that your partner is giving more, exerting more labor and energy in other spaces and other places. Like, for me and to me, if you are truly a protective man and you have a black woman, you wouldn't want her to work at all. Or if she did work, you would ensure that she gets, like, it's a job that she loves, she feels fulfilled in, or you would help her create a job, create a business, so that she doesn't have to go into an unsafe space where she's being harmed, microaggressed, just all the things that black women experience. But a lot of times when we talk about our experiences as black women, black men shut down. They don't want to hear how our day-to-day life is different from theirs. They believe the only experience that we have is that we're only experiencing racism the same way they're experiencing racism. They won't even look at the gender wage gap. They won't even look at the fact that while black women are the most educated, we make the least. They won't even look at those type of statistical, factual, that kind of data and research.
What they at though? What they at though? What they at though?
Sis, what you were saying is false, but here's the thing, right? Guys, the funny thing about it is, we already know this is the type of rhetoric that you're going to hear from these type of sisters. Now, we've kind of already debunked the fact that your women will be going to jobs and they work harder than men and this, that, and the third. We've already debunked that. If y'all want to go ahead and check out the video where, we had the brothers on the panel jump on our boy Tom because some of the tomfoolery that he was doing on there, we kind of already debunked all of that. We already know most of you women want to be under air conditioning, right? And be pushing papers. That's it, right? And they want to manage a group of people even though they never freaking led a marching band a day in their life. We already know most of you women want to suck and F the way to the top instead of working the way to the top like a regular man does. That's just a fact. But once again, guys, notice how your pro-black women fight day in and day out. Your feminists fight day in and day out to have the choice to be able to go work. Oh, we want to be able to work. We want to be able to do this. We want to be able to do that. But then you turn around and you cry and complain. They be overworking us, which is a lie, but they be overworking us. They be doing this. This stuff ain't fair. This stuff ain't fair. And it's like, ma'am, didn't y'all fight to be a part of this? Don't y'all women today still sit over here and fight for whatever, right? And say that, hey, well, listen, we're fighting to be able to have the option. You have the option and you're constantly complaining. So then when men still say, okay, well, hey, listen, we gave you the opportunity to work. You still need to come home and do your job. Now it's a problem. And this is why this chick right here is single. I mean, guys, look at this video right here. This right here is going to tell you the type of woman she is.
Let's talk about where the idea of the perfect victim actually comes from. Because this idea existed long before any viral case, and it shapes how people respond to every victim. The perfect victim is imagined as someone who is modestly dressed, not flirting, not drinking, not out too late, not alone with a man, not in his house, not at a party. And if she was, the questions immediately become, why was she there? Why was she out so late? Why was she alone with him? Notice how none of those questions are about the person who caused the harm. Courts were never designed to protect women. They were designed to protect male power, reputation, and property. So the legal system created an imaginary victim who does everything right. She's sober, she's calm, she reports immediately, she never contradicts herself. The moment a woman falls outside of that script, the focus shifts from the harm to her behavior. This part is important. Most sexual assaults do not look like what you see on TV. They are not dark alleys. They are not strangers jumping out of the bushes. They are not always violent. Most sexual assaults involve someone the victim knows. They involve pressure, coercion, manipulation, alcohol, fear, freezing, or compliance to survive. If people only believe violence counts, then most victims will never be believed. The perfect victim is also expected to respond a certain way after the harm. She's supposed to cry, but not too much. She's supposed to be emotional, but not angry. She's supposed to remember everything clearly, every detail. She's supposed to be traumatized, but likable. If she's numb, calm, confused, delayed, angry, or inconsistent, people treat that as evidence instead of trauma.
But that shit there, no can do, Alright, bitch, you going too far. No can do.
Once again, this chick is damn near pushing 50-something years of age. She got gray hairs. And you are saying, well, you know, this is a perfect victim. A perfect victim. Is this a perfect... Ma'am, yes. Yes. Why is the woman there? Yes, why is a woman there? She thinks, man, that because this woman is doing everything the correct way, instead of staying out of places she shouldn't be in, she thinks that nothing should happen to her, right? So that's a perfect victim. Ma'am, grow up. You are too old. You are too old and rusty to be talking the way you talk. And this is why we compare women to teenagers, to kids. And this is why a lot of your guys will say a lot of your women don't grow past the age of freaking 14. I will start to say past the age 12 because this stuff is crazy. The mental gymnastics and to be as old as you are is sad. But you know what, hey man, listen, welcome to our sisterhood. Do me a huge favor, leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel. Till the next one.